There are only two real loves in the world. The rest is lust, friendships, and romanticism. Why this is true is because if you can love everything, then love is nothing. Our reality is shaped by our language. If love is watered down by the language and the culture into nothing, then you really don't experience love at all. Especially when it's used to sell everything from burgers to toilet paper. The majority of what we say is not love. Love is the original woke. It's a tool packaged to sell a product. The product I'm saying it's used to sell is control. By inflating love so much, it has been reduced to nothing, with the intention to enforce control by creating codependent, loveless automatons who are themselves inflated by the artificial ideas of love. This is why you have these days people equating the love of a dog to the love of a child. The feeling that you have for your dog is not love, and that's okay. The feeling that you have for your friend is not love, and that's okay. The feeling that you have for your significant other is not love, and that's okay. We are not experiencing love in these examples. This is indoctrination. This is what the English language is designed to do. This is what the education system is designed to do. I had a teacher just today try to enforce upon me that the definition of a leader requires kindness. In what world does leadership require a leader to be kind? So with my background, of course, I rattled off the Army's actual definition of what leadership means, which triggered this man to literally say that he was empowered by the state of California to define what we are to believe, and because of that, kindness is leadership. This is how far these belief systems go. Into the realms of a supposed higher learning institution. But it starts with the language. Kindness is not leadership because a community college professor says it is. But the authority he so confidently flexed on me in the class says it is. You are to stay in your place and shut your mouth. Leadership is kindness. So stay in your place and shut your mouth. We define your reality because the authority of the colonial world has said so. And just as in the example for leadership, this system of control has deemed that love is everything. And to question that is absurd. Love is actually the framework to innovation in the example that we are living within this idea, this religion of innovation. You are supposed to love, believe, and celebrate the Western world and its innovation-based achievements because the human family loves each other more today than it used to. The amount of human love around the world is at an all-time high. Never in history has humanity loved as much as we do today. We love so much, we have loving relationships with animals. We have too much love. Dogs and cats being a part of our family is a proof that Western civilization is the peak of human evolution. We have unified not only the human world, but we have unified and even protect the animal kingdom. Never in any part of the human timeline have we ever achieved so much and been so concerned with the world as we are today. This is why you should not only blindly follow and defend our system, but you should also love our system. Meanwhile, your definition of love, like money, is being severely inflated in order to appear wealthy and ambivalent. We have so much love for the world, we will bomb them into oblivion for their own good. The world is being literally love-bombed by Western ideals. And this love isn't love, it's romanticism. Romanticizing the idea of Western evolution, an extension of the Roman Empire. So what is love? Does it even exist? I say it does. Just as we know water is wet, love is tangible. But where is the line drawn? From wet to dry, there's damp and moist. Is it still wet? Kinda, yeah. But compared to wet, damp and moist aren't wet. It's just not dry. Damp and moist are just as close to not dry as they are to being wet. So wet is wet. So what is love? Not damp love or moist love. What is love? Love. Well, what is damp love? Besides all that, can we see that we have more words for various levels of moisture content than we do for something as meaningful as love? This is the problem I'm hoping to expose. There is a purpose behind this. There is a purpose behind why you have more words explaining various moisture levels compared to various levels of love. There is a purpose behind this. And I'm saying that the purpose is to inflate the idea of love so much it no longer has a meaning or purpose. And this is a problem for what I'm saying is the function of love. To help grow a living and intelligent presence, a protection, a reliance, a stepping stone, a foundation builder, a character base, a motivator, a disciplinary, a safe zone. For a child to grow with an optimal trajectory, these factors need to be present. Without these elements present, that child will lose something. The present parent sees it as a healthy responsibility, while the child experiences it as love. And what the child gives back to you when you provide them with these key factors is love in its purest form. They grow to appreciate everything you bring to them, and they love you for that. That is real love. And when they grow, and that love for you grows with them, your inner child grows with them, and that part of you reactivates, leaving just the purity of that child's love for you and the purity of your inner child guiding and loving that child into a deeper love for himself and the generations after him. This is the function and, in my humble opinion, the only real expression of true love. Innocent love. Egoless love. That which exists before the illusions get too thick to see through. The second real love is the love between siblings. And this is basically a mirror of the original love. This is because, for one, they are growing and evolving in the pre-ego creation phase. And two, many siblings also take on the role as parents themselves. And they get to experience all that comes with that responsibility. They get to experience that parental relationship with the child. And this love is just as thick and can be in many ways more impactful than the relationship that even the parents have with their kids. In these examples, love is about growth. The function is growth. In romantic relationships, you have growth, but it's not the same in that you are already developed. You're a developed being, and hopefully aren't looking to get into a relationship to grow. You should be growing on your own, and not leaning on a relationship to do that. If growth happens in a relationship, it should be fluid and natural, not part of a contract. And sometimes that growth isn't even present in relationships. So that means that growth, that function, is optional. And for love to be love, it can't be optional. A child's love for their parent is not optional. It's real until there's no place left for it to go. So after analyzing what we thought was love between significant others and now seeing that it is in fact not love, all the other things we thought we loved fall into the same category. Love for your pet is now laughable. Love for an object is absurd. Love for a god is one-sided and is also, again, not egoless. And love for a culture or country is pure ego. So back to the language, as other languages have so many different words for different experiences, we need to evolve our language to define these things we used to refer to as love. In doing that, our relationships will become stronger, more understanding, less abstract, less emotional, and more meaningful.